talking about all that veteran stuff, might as well get into the new guys that we just acquired, right? Like, as far as this draft class, I wanted to put a bow on what this draft class, was going to mean, what the expectations could be, and all that other stuff. So remember, make sure you guys are hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button. But as I bring up this draft class right here, right? You bring it up. Damn, gotta put the overlay off. But as I bring this up, I get to looking at a lot of value, right? A lot of value on a lot of these guys right here. You see Brock Bowers, you see Jackson Powers Johnson, you see all these guys. But, I think that if you look in, the Raiders did one fundamental thing with this draft class right here, and that was add that physicality. That was add that versatility that they was talking about, right? That tenacity. A lot of these players share common traits, right? A lot of these players that we drafted have shared common traits of that tenacity, that physicality, that will, right? The will, and when I say will, that the will to fuck someone up. That's what I mean, right? A lot of them have that. From Brock to, even if you want to say a little bit Trey Taylor, Devonshire, right? Like, they all got a little bit of that mindset to them. All right. Now we've talked about Brock Bowers already a lot on the channel, what he's going to bring, what he can mean to the Raiders offense, right? Going to be a lot of versatility going on there. Jackson Powers, no need to say too much, right? About breaking that down. You know what you get: 6'3", 328, nasty. It can anchor your line, really, right? When we had that Richie Incognito, guy that can anchor the line, really brought that toughness. That's what this is gonna bring. He got a little injury concerns for me because he does get nicked up at times, but if he can just limit that, we're gonna be fine. Delmar Glaze, right? Delmar Glaze. I am a Thayer Mumford fan, right? So don't get me wrong, I'm just shitting on Delmar Glaze. But at the end of the day, I'm a Thayer Mumford fan, right? So I think that they like Thayer Mumford. I think right now, if I was to call it, this is Thayer Mumford's job to lose, right? This is me. But getting Delmar Glaze, kind of, to me, he will be that swing tackle this year, right? That versatility is too precious, right? The versatility too precious. The motherfucker has played every spot on the line except for center, right? And I know at 77, it was a little bit of a reach. So don't get me wrong, that shit was a reach. But in the fashion where they needed a tackle, they wanted a tackle, you had to do what you got to do, bro. You know what I mean? That's the price they had to pay. They had to reach to get a guy. But after Delmar, bro, it got hazy, right? It got real sticky. So I would say Delmar, the versatility, you're probably gonna get swing tackle out of him, right? First two picks, starters, right? First two pick, I envision starters, nothing less really. With Delmar, I envision swing tackle, right? That's where I see him fitting into the role. That's where I see him going as of this first year, right? Because I'm a Thayer Mumford believer. So at the end of the day, I think that Thayer Mumford can have it locked up. But, when you look at a player's profile and every single person is highlighting the fact that this man has good technique, good hand usage, right? Good technique, good hand usage. That's a lot. Not every single place, but damn near every single scouting report you see on this man has those two things on there. So to have that as a rookie, very invaluable. Right, very invaluable, and like I said, the position, in order to move around in every single part of the position, crazy, right, or of the line, crazy. So where probably the least favorite pick for me, I'm not even gonna lie, this is my least favorite pick is the round 4 pick, DeMarcarian Robinson, right, or Richardson. Sorry, that's my last pick. All right, I don't really. That was the one I didn't really like. Now, I like the measurables, right? The 6'2", 188, 4'3", right? That shit all stands out to me. I love that. But then, you get to the tape, the film. Yeah, it wasn't good film, right? It wasn't good film. It was all right. I'm not going to say it was complete dog shit, but it was all right. You know what I mean? It's nothing that got you excited. 4th round, and that. Not gonna lie, you're not expecting a starter out of the 4th round, but other guys on the board that I personally like. But at the end of the day, he will be able to give you some type of play in the special teams category, right? He'll be able to do that. And I give him that. He'll be able to make immediate special teams impact. The speed alone, right? The fucking speed alone with the 4.3, that right there is going to make immediate impact. I mean, we're just going to see a faster team. So I think he'll be on special teams. He'll give us something there. As far as the defensive side of the ball, I don't think, as much as I get on Jacorian, I think Jacorian might beat him out this year, especially if we get a veteran. So, I that was like my least favorite pick. But as we halfway right now, man, want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat, right? Shout out to my guy, Freddie. Always salute, man. Shout out, man. Cowtown. You already know. Yeah, go check out that interview, man. I'm going to drop the link right here, man. I'm going to drop the link right here in the comment section before we get on out of here. So you guys go check that out, man. He was definitely definitely a fire guest for sure. He a real dude. Let's see. He a side piece to give breaks, or is they want to do a spread? See, I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about on that. AP and PG want big DBs. Correct. I mean, and that's what they got with Richardson, right? 6'2". So they got exactly what they want. OJ, salute to my guy, man. Salute to you, man. Glad you can make it in the building, man. Much love. They are all dogs. AP starting the dog pound. True. Delmore, Paul's Glaze. yeah, most definitely. So as you see all that, and last but not least, man, my guy, Leo in the building, man. What's good with you, fam? Glad you can make it, man. But yeah, so Richardson, my least favorite pick, right? And then we move to one of my other like real favorite picks. Up top there, I like this Tommy Eichenberg, right? Pick a lot. I like that shit a lot. Just a football player, bro. Football player. I don't know other way to describe that. Not the fastest dude, right? Not the quickest guy in Tommy Eichenberg, but the motherfucker just knows how to play football, right? He just know how to play football. Tackling machine. He's gonna stick his nose in there. He's gonna get physical. Coverage is lacking, of course. I mean, it's not as bad as some people want to make it out to be. I don't think it's like dog shit, but it's lacking. It's not all the way there. But at the instincts, right? The instincts he has and the play recognition he has is a real rarity, right? Coming into this league. I think this dude will have a chance to see the field. He gonna have a chance to see some grass. I'm not gonna lie. Our linebacker room, short of Spillane, is up for grabs, bro. Like, I don't see any position in the linebacker room, regardless if he's veteran or not. I don't see nobody's job safe. I don't see no safe job in this linebacker room if your name is not Robert Spillane. So at the end of the day, he has a chance to get on the field. Just the way he diagnoses plays shows me he knows he's gonna be in the film. That's gonna stick out immediately, and that's gonna give him a chance. I think he's gonna have to battle with Masterson, right? He's gonna have to battle with Masterson to get on the field, but I think he's gonna see some time. He might see some tick. At the very least, he's gonna be on special teams, bro. And that's like a theme for a lot of these players that we've drafted. At the very least, if they don't play at their respective sides of the football, they will be playing special teams, right? At the very least. So move from him to another one of these guys that I really, really like, in Dylan Laube, right? Once again, shameless plug. I'm going to post it in the chat. Had an interview with him earlier today, man. Hella good interview. But, yeah, exactly what I've been talking about when I say we need some quickness in the room. We need somebody that complements the room. This is exactly what the hell I was talking about, right? With Dylan Laube. He complements Zamir White perfectly. Because why? He can do the things that Zamir is not necessarily the greatest at, right? He can do the shit that Zamir is not necessarily all that great at. Alexander Madison's not all that great at, right? Be a receiving threat out of the backfield, right? Being a guy that's a third down threat, right? Think of Danny Woodhead. Think of, honestly, for us, right, if you want to just keep it Raider-centric, think of when we had Jalen Richard, right? Like things of that nature. And funny enough, we ain't had a motherfucker like this since Jalen Richard, right? Since Jalen Richard, we ain't had a motherfucker like this where, third down. This dude can line up in the slot, can line up like the receiving options is going to be crazy. Yes, he can run the ball, but, hearing what he's done to work on himself to be a receiving threat, he'll be able to be out there a lot on third downs, right? Like now you have to understand with this Raiders team here, right? The third down options are very, very plentiful, bro. Very plentiful. Understand, your first round pick is a motherfucker that can kill you on third down. Some people might miss Renfrow. You ain't gonna miss Renfrow for long, bro. Because your first round pick is a guy that can kill you on third down easily. Your sixth round pick is a guy that can kill somebody on third down easily, right? And once again, another player who can shift and get into the slot. So that makes 5, right? That makes 5 players for your offense that can play slot at any given time. Who are these 5? Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, Dylan Lowry. We now have 5 guys that can play slot and get open, right? And it's showcased. They can get open and at any given point can be there, right? So I love that pick, bro. I mean, that shit right there is exactly what we need. Not only do I love it for the offensive side of the ball, but once again, the special teams aspect. Lowry can return punts. He can return kicks. We have needed this juice on special teams for I don't know how long. That's another fucking thing, right? The Raiders special teams has lacked juice for like 3 years. Like no threat of returning shit, right? Like at all. We already know when the ball is kicked to us, we starting at the fucking 25. Like that's all it's been for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Punt return, slim and few between. So now we get some fucking speed on here, maybe, and especially with the new kickoff rules, hopefully we can start seeing some more explosiveness in our special teams game. Like that's really where I'm trying to see it there. But as we continue, our last 2 picks, right? We go with Trey Taylor, round 7. And I'm not gonna lie, didn't know these last 2 guys, didn't know much about, right? And then, when people were telling me, oh, Trey Taylor, he's Ed Reed's cousin. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I keep it real. I start to dismiss, right? Because I'm like, oh, here we go. They want to try to hype him up because he's somebody's, relative, somebody's kin. So he gonna go over there and do all that. But watching him, I don't know how he slipped to the 7th round. Like, I don't understand how he slipped to the 7th round. Trey Taylor has very, very good instincts. Very good instincts. Physical as shit. That dude is coming downhill to tackle somebody, right? And knock a motherfucker's block off. So I like that about him, right? He's coming downhill in the run game. Has very good instincts in the pass game. Can work on a couple things, a little stiff at times, right? A little stiff when he opens up. But regardless of it, bro, like, I don't know how he slipped to the 7th round. I think this dude is going to be, somebody, he might find his way on the field. I think he might fuck around and find his way on the field, bro. Not in no starting capacity whatsoever. I think you might see him sparsely, right? Even so, and it's hard to say that because Palomar is going to be there. Chris Smith is going to be there. But in sets where there's a lot of DBs, you might fuck around and see this dude on the field. There's a lot of versatility, bro. A lot of versatility with both sides of the ball. Some dudes you think that are playing safety, you can fuck around and play him at linebacker, right? And then shift another safety back in. All this other shit we can do with this defense, bro. Like, it's so much that it gets ridiculous after a while. So he might be able to find some time, might find some tick, right? But once again, special teams, right? Special teams is where I go. And now we get to the last, right? We get to the last guy of the class. And I'm not going to lie to you. I like this corner better than the corner they drafted in the 4th round. I'm not going to lie, bro. I think, and this is just first initial watch and all that other shit, but I think I like MJ Devonshire a little better than Richardson, to me, right? I think Devonshire is a little better. And out of the two, if you were to ask me which one I think might see the field as far as defense, I think Devonshire might see that shit first. Just watch, like, initial watch, bro. Like, and I get the size with Richardson. That's the one thing, right? The size with Richardson is the thing you look at. You're like, well, 6'2", 188, 4'3". Right, like, no brainer. You got to see what that shit can do. But just the technical shit when I watch Devonshire, right? Like, Devonshire is sneaky good, bro. He's sneaky good. I think he might have a little chance to see the field. If you had to ask me which corner out of the two is gonna probably see some tick, I think it might be Devonshire. It's just the way he uses his hands, the way he plays the football, right? His feet. They're good, bro. They're good. Now, I might be wrong, and neither of these motherfuckers might be playing, but I like Devonshire better, bro. I like Devonshire better. If you were to flip-flop 7 and 4, shit, or 229 and 112, you flip-flop that, I probably wouldn't even blink, to be honest with you. I would probably agree that if they were to get Devonshire at 112 instead of where they got him, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? That's just me. But when we're looking at this class, man, lot of sneaky talent, boy. A lot of talent that can play year one. Shit, like a lot of shit that's going to be instant contributors. Not even, like, even if it's not their respective sides of the ball, bro, they're going to contribute on a special teams level at least, bro. And they're going to bring that dog at least. You know what I mean? But let me see what you guys talking about for the last one, man. Let me see. Leo says, loving the Tommy Iceberg pick. Hey, look here, man. I like that Iceberg shit right there. That's nice. Might have to keep that. If he start balling, yeah, hey, if he start balling, y'all remember Leo said that shit, man, because I like that. That's hard. They compared him to Jack Lambert. Very interesting. Very interesting. Raiders Rebel. What's up, family? How you feeling, man? Salute to you, man. Glad you catch that interview too, Leo. But look, Severe says Dylan Laube is a hell of a pick. Been talking about this dude for months, man. I'm going to drop that link so you can watch that too, man, for all my guys that are Laube fans, man. This motherfucker going to fit in like a glove, boy. You're going to fit in like a glove, and he just compliments the room perfectly. Compliments the room perfectly, man. That's my guy. No one listens to me. Dylan is basically CMC light. Yeah, man. And definitely you can see kind of like the remnants of the game, right? You can see that he kind of studies him a little bit. Looks like it. Rebel says between him and Bowers, defenses aren't going to know who the hell they want to cover. They definitely aren't going to be able to double team DA as much. No way, bro. If the line is going to be as improved as I think it's going to be, right? If our offensive line is going to be improved as I think it's going to be, with more time in the pocket, bro, and you can't double team Devontae like that, what are they going to do? You feel what I'm saying? Now, once again, it's a lot of ifs and shit right now, but still, just if we looking on the positivity side and they go according to plan, who are defenses going to stop? Where are we going? Like, it's a lot, bro. It's going to be a lot. It gets ridiculous. Eddie says, man, I miss Spook. Boy could take it to the crib. Facts. And not only that, right? Think of how many times, bro, he bailed us out on long-ass third down conversions, right? Like, just the simple fact of just getting bailed out. We had a couple of those last year by Abdullah. But that's the type of running back, we've been missing that. I feel like we've been missing some shit like that. And not saying it's going to be a consistent theme, but just the threat, right, of him receiving the ball, being able to catch the ball and do things with the football in his hands, right? That's going to be the threat of it. Laube is also a flipping machine on special teams. Exactly. Special teams at the very, like I said, if these players do not play on their sides of the ball, respectively, still, they will be playing special teams. Man. And as far as Laube goes, I just need some type of fucking excitement in our kicking game, bro, in our kick return game. Some fucking excitement, right? Like I said, it's to the point we get kickoffs now, and I'm like, God, well, we starting at 25, regardless. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. Let's see. DJ Turner ain't him. I ain't really liked him as a returner up to this point. Not really. Yeah. So I think getting some more juice there is definitely better. Rebel says Bowers is going to be a matchup nightmare for linebackers. They're going to have to bring in safeties to cover him. This offense is going to fucking destroy people. Yeah, I hope they bring in safeties to do that. Then they're too small, right? Like that's the next thing. Defenses try to do that shit. Well, now you're too small. Now we run the ball. You feel what I'm saying? That's like it's just gonna be too funny, bro. Too funny. Trey Taylor reminds me of Rod Woodson. Let's be fucking careful here, Chris. Let's be careful. Let's not say crazy things on here just yet. All right, let me see a little bit something. M85 says having Ed Reed a phone call away probably helped a mentor, in other words. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Shout out to my guy Severe, man. He says he's not very athletic and not that good in coverage. He's better in the box. He'll play on teams for sure. Yeah, if you're talking about Eichenberg, yeah, that's the knock on him, right? He's just not athletic, not super good in coverage. I just think he's just one of those dudes, bro. He's just a football player, bro. He just get on the field. He got that sense. He just natural. You know what I mean? There's some dudes that's just like that. I think Tommy Eichenberg is kind of like that. Trey Taylor is scary good, real talk. As that military background, S better watch his back. I think he's way better. Somebody's getting replaced, ladies and gentlemen, right? A lot of people, I've been on track with some things. I don't give myself a lot of fucking praise, but I'm on track with the Darren Waller shit, on track with the Hunter Renfrow shit, as far as who's going to stay, who not going to stay. One of these safeties, as far as who's starting right now, is not coming back. Either it's Trayvon Merritt or it's fucking, Marcus Epps. One of them dudes will not be back on this team, and it's probably going to be because of the depth behind them. There's about two, three dudes right now that we like. Chris Smith, we don't really know too much, but we like Isaiah Palomar, and Trey Taylor's coming in. Somebody's not coming back. Just, we got to see who it's going to be. Right, probably whoever plays the worst. Chris, Devonshire is a better cover cornerback than Richardson. Talk that shit. Severe says, I completely agree with the take on Devonshire. I like him much better than DeCamerion. Richardson has better measurables, but Devonshire is nice. He was projected 5th rounder according to most. Yes. Don't know why he dropped. But hey, I feel like there was a lot of dumb drafting this year, so a lot of good players dropped down the board, bro, for sure. How you get that interview? Hey, can't reveal my secrets, but no, right? It's for the nation. I'm gonna try to get some more definitely soon. BZ, what's the deal, dog? What's the deal? I'm glad you can make it, man. Glad y'all can make it. Hold on. I want to see this real quick. Hold on. He says, they say we build into FKC. I disagree. We building to beat everyone. You know what? For this comment right here, I got to give you the first button of the show, right? I got to give you the first good button of the show.
God damn it. I like the way you do business.
I love the way you do business, man. I like that shit right there. That is true. We building to fuck everybody up. That's just KC, right? This ass whooping is rated E for everyone. So that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. And I can't wait. But let's see what everybody else is saying right here. My guy, I skipped something. Yeah, Xavier says, as long as our O-line holds up, we'll be just fine on offense. And our defense will be killer. Man, 100%. 100%. BZ I think Glaze can be a better guard than tackle in the NFL. That's just me. Some people feel that way. I heard that too when people were talking about him as far as a prospect. He could be a better guard. Damn, that would suck if he is, because then it's like we fucked around and we still have a tackle problem. Unless Thayer Munford is that guy. Hop on the Thayer Munford train, everybody. All right, that's where I'm at. Right, let's just hop on the Thayer Munford shit and all, hope that he can be the starter that I think he can be. I've seen some things, from last year. Last year showed me a lot of shit, boy. It showed me a lot of shit about him that I think you know, that I think he can take into this next season. That's what I said. A lot of things that he can take into this next season. So Thayer Munford, man, we behind you. I'm behind you. I think he can definitely be